Hello everybody of Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you another reading, and this is going to be for the weekend read for August 7th through the 8th of 2021. So as we move into Sunday, we have 8/8, the Lion's Gate, which is the portal, this beautiful portal of energies. So they have Sirius lining up with the Orion, with the pyramids of Giza, and there's just so much amazing energy because it's also the new moon. So we have really big energy in terms of change and manifesting our dreams and really reintegrating, recommitting, reconnecting with our passions. And so it's big energy in terms of the entire weekend because of course we have big energies also coming into us as well. So as we get started here, of course we have the King of Wands out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the King of Wands. So this is also very passionate as well, right? We have the Wands, and this man, he sits on his throne and he is solid. Like, he has mastered that fire energy, right? And he is knowing who he is or she is, and knowing exactly where they want to go and how they're going to do it. And when you're a king and you're sitting on a throne, you have the power to be an example. You have the power to step into your power and to use your power for good. So in terms of this is what I'm really feeling is I was shown by Spirit the pig spirit animal. So very much an energy here of, you know, yes, you might be going through some stuff, right? But as the pig is, you could be walking through the mud, but the pig is still really kind of playful, right? So it's about connecting with that playful energy to help you manifest. And when I have manifested some really awesome stuff in my life, what was I doing most? I was having fun. I was getting out there and really enjoying my life. I was doing yoga. I was hitting the gym often. I was, going for massages and getting my hair done and doing my nails and like just doing it up. And I manifested the best that month because I was just so preoccupied with everything else that I was doing. So that's really what I'm feeling with this, is to really make sure that you're tapping into your playful spirit as you work through this, not just this weekend, but carrying forward. I think really big energy in terms of this whole Leo season. So as we end the month of August even. So just something to be mindful of, because I do feel like there's big energy here for personal growth, lots of abundance. And when we think of abundance, now abundance just isn't money. It's not just monetary possessions. It's abundance in terms of happiness, right? It's abundance in terms of like what you have around you, something that you're grateful for because you have all of these things that you need and want, right? Things that you desire. And the abundance of experiences, right? You're having amazing experiences in your life. So that's just a lot of abundance, the air of abundance, okay? But also the pig, it's really about like overcoming these challenges, right? So that mud, you're still walking through that mud, but it's really just very representative of the fact that you are going to make it to the other side of this, and you're still going to be okay. Your sense of humor is still going to be intact. Your true nature, your spirit is going to be intact. So keep focused on that. Keep focused on what it is that keeps you going every day. That's really the energy that you need to embrace as you move through this, because Spirit is saying attitude is everything. That's really what this King of Wands is. Attitude is everything. Do you think that the people in his kingdom have the ability to control him? So these people in his kingdom, things that they're doing, do they control his emotions? Does he get angry or upset with stuff that, these people are doing? He's pretty solid there, right? And so he probably reacts when he needs to, or acts when necessary, right? Because he's the master of that fire element, right? And so it's about questioning what it is that stokes your fire. Now, with this fire could represent our personal power, and it could also represent our passions, our internal fire. So like what really lights you up, what really makes you happy, what really what like keeps you going. What is it that you could focus on that really makes you so happy? What really do you really enjoy doing? What kind of hobbies? That kind of thing, right? Or what is it that gets you fired up, gets you on a soapbox, gets you out there and active, telling people about all the things that you are passionate about, that you want to make change with, right? That is really, and I'm getting big chills with this, so this is good, this is validation. That's really what this card is about. That's what this energy, this weekend is about. What is it that you want to change? Where can you refocus? What is it you want to do? Because I do feel like, you have a tendency probably here to draw envy from other people, right? You've overcome your fear. You've walked through the fire, through the flame, right? And you have mastered how to keep that fire in check. And so as you've done that, you're able to balance things better. You're able to balance your day-to-day things. You're able to balance your fearful thoughts, and still continue to overcome that as you step into who it is that you want to be, right? You're combating those fearful thoughts. You're combating, that ego mind, that story that's telling you, questioning if it's true, doing your inner work, right? And so you're like a force to be reckoned with, and people feel that. And what that does is, it's not necessarily just about the envy that you're drawing because, like, hey, this person's doing really well, and that makes me upset because I'm not doing really well and I deserve that. It's an envy like, I have to face my fears. I have to do the same thing, and it makes them uncomfortable, right? Because change is comfortable, and overcoming those things, it's really uncomfortable. And so they're preferring to stay in their comfort zone, but also they see that you're doing that, and they deserve that, and they want that, but they're not necessarily in a place where they're ready to act on that or to change, right? And so it's really difficult for them to embrace that. So they're just redirecting their energy. Now again, it's just about them. It has nothing to do with you, but it is misguided energy. It's directed at you. So just be mindful of that as you move forward. Meet them where they're at and understand that it isn't anything that has to really do with you. So that's just something to keep in mind, okay? So, don't compare yourself to other people. We're all on our own journey. We're all going to have our winning moment. And when it's time, right, everything in divine timing. So when somebody's lashing out at you, or, they're redirecting their energy, they should be channeling that back into themselves so that they can also be sitting in that winning position one day, right? So I do feel, it's about them overcoming their beliefs, and I do feel like, they want to follow their dreams, but maybe some of the beliefs that they have to overcome is that, they're feeling like, I have to continue on this path and go to work every day doing this because it's my civic duty, right? And so, you might have some responsibilities within your job or what you're doing day to day. But is that just a limiting belief? Is that something that you're telling yourself that's keeping you stuck? Is that true? You have to kind of question those things. And it could be about moral. Like, you could be using that excuse there that it's a moral duty, right? I'm doing honest work, and I'm coming by my abundance honestly. Well, we all deserve amazing, wonderful abundance in our life, and we don't have to work hard for that. It's our birthright, right? And we can manifest these things with this law of attraction. And so, I do feel it's very much about overcoming this mind chatter, right? This ego story. And so now is not a time to stand still, people. Now is not a time to stay where you are. It is very much a time to go after what you want, go after what you deserve, pursue your dreams, and focus on all of the things, okay? All of the things. So it's okay to be the one setting the example, okay? It's okay to be the King of Wands. It's okay to come out on top. It's okay to be the one shining their light so bright that it inspires other people to do the same. It's okay if it makes them uncomfortable, because when it's making them uncomfortable, it's inspiring them to change also, right? To step out of their comfort zone. It could be their winning season when they do that. And so, it's okay for you to step up and to claim what is yours, okay? So I think that that's a really, really beautiful message here. So I drew a card also out of the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light deck, just because I felt drawn to as well, which is a beautiful deck. I don't often use this one, but this is Kuthumi, and he has the Cloak of Wisdom, okay? So you already know the answer that you seek. Trust what you know. And so I love this for us because he's kind of attesting to us about the fact that knowledge is learned and wisdom is remembered, right? We have this wisdom available to us from all of our ancestors, all of their lessons that they've learned, all of our lessons that we've learned in our past lifetimes. Sometimes we come in not remembering that. And so this wisdom, it's kind of like a beautiful unfolding, because you might have been feeling as though up until this point in your life that you have been wandering around and trying to figure things out and find answers in books for what you're really seeking. And maybe trying to find answers and figure things out by having conversations with other people and using their insights and using, combining that with your own insights and your past lessons of this current lifetime, and really trying to find your way, so to speak, down the path. But what's really beautiful here is that with this, particularly with this 8-8 Lionsgate, I have this energy that I'm feeling, that I've been feeling, that people are going to start to wake up, so to speak, where they're going to just start to remember things and to know things and just trust their inner calling, right? And so it's a soul knowing. It's a soul thing. It's about a soul truth, where you're going to start to remember that, and it's going to just begin to bubble up within you, and it's going to surface, and you're going to want to act on it. In fact, you're going to feel maybe compelled to act on it. And so I'm going to encourage you here to just trust what you feel, right? And trust that what is showing up for you is meant for you. What you're feeling, trust that feeling to guide you to exactly where you need to be. Okay? It's like this fog is lifting in the woods, and everything just all of a sudden becomes clear, and you're going to know exactly where you need to go and why you need to go there, and it's going to be beautiful for you. Okay? You're going to just see the light. And so allow your soul to lead the way, because I feel like it's time for you to follow that into really living in your purpose. Okay, so that's a really beautiful card for us. And then, of course, because Sunday 8-8 will also be Self-Care Sunday, I pulled a self-care card out of the self-care deck. And so we have nature. Take a walk. Let the beauty of nature feed your soul. So with nature here, I love nature. I don't get out in nature quite as often as I need to. What I'm feeling energetically with this card when I pulled it was a time when I was like leveling up so much that like my body craved being outside, craved being in nature. And I went hiking at Stony Brook, and I walked the entire thing to the top and then back down to the bottom. And it was like in November, right? Like, I tell you, I just felt like I needed to do it, and at the end I still felt like at a soul level I didn't get enough nature, right? And because when we get out there, and what I'm feeling is Spirit wants you to like immerse yourself in nature. And now we're not talking just like going for a walk around the block. I mean, if that's all the time you have for all the time that you have, then go for it, right? But like really, really like getting out and sitting amongst the trees and spending time with animals, I really, really feel that it's like you're going to start to blend into that environment. And what's great is that the woods, It's so soothing, it's so peaceful, and it helps us to just drop all of those, like what they call like lower frequency vibes, right? All of that stress starts to melt away, and all of that stuff that it just doesn't matter. And so it raises our vibration, and we're better able to handle our stress. We're happier, our blood pressure goes down, like all of these benefits, right, of just spending time in nature. So when you get back to focusing on things that you have to focus on during the day, you're going to be better able to focus. Your memory might be better, right? All of these things just as a result of spending this time in nature. And so it's a really beautiful process here, okay? Spirit actually used the word eradicate. It's going to eradicate these lower frequencies. It's going to eradicate this mind chatter, Spirit says. That mind chatter that just keeps coming in and telling you this story that's really not necessarily true, that might keep you stuck, right? That might keep you in that safety zone, that's not allowing you to step out of your comfort zone, which is where you take that action that can get you to that winning season, right? And so I feel like it helps to improve like our mood. In fact, it could help to like fight depression, all of these things, just allowing nature to heal you a bit, right? And so there's so many articles out there to support all of that. If you do any type of reading, you can Google that and find all of that stuff. But anyhow, it's just a beautiful process for you for nature. So what an amazing read here for the weekend, and I just felt the push to really get this out there so that you guys could benefit from this message for this weekend. And as always, I hope this benefits you. I hope this resonates for you. I hope that it helps you in some way. And as always, if it does, I'd love to hear from you. You can comment below. If you're catching me on the YouTube, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button so that you're in the know with all of the new content that is being created as it's being posted. And if you're catching me on Facebook, then please don't hesitate to share so that everybody can benefit from hearing the message. As always, I'll be back with another read for you guys again soon. If you're interested in your own personal reading, I'm going to post that in the description box below here on the YouTube, and you are more than welcome to book with me. I'd love to do one for you. So I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and I will be back to talk with y'all again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.